Hello, Swerv family. Welcome.
What's happening?
What's up? Welcome to the Swerv Show. My name is Jamil Fletcher. I'm the publisher of Swerv Magazine, and we have our two trusted partners here with us. We have
Yarde Noah. I am the editor-at-large for Swerv Magazine.
Yes, he is. And then we have the legendary
Tony Nelson's here.
All right. Well, welcome you to the show. We got a packed show. We have a special guest from the Adodi organization, Dr. Kahan Sablo, will be joining us later in the show. We also have a musical video featuring Mark Angel. And Mark's been an artist in our community. He's working hard. And this is a little different spin for him on this tune, so I think everyone will love it.
I'm waiting to see that.
Forward to it.
So what's going on? Let me do a quick check-in with my people. Let's start with Tony. We started with age. We started with beauty first, and then we're going to start with age. We're going to start with age first.
Well, I should be
what's
on
going
top
on
of
with you?
list.
I know that's right, Tony.
So let me see what's going on with me. Oh, this weekend I'm going to be back at the legendary Mr. Henry's.
Yeah.
Okay. Which day? Sunday?
That's Sunday. It's going to be, the show starts at 8 o'clock for the Strong J Lipstick Review once a month, fourth Sunday of every month.
Fourth Sunday. Okay, I remember that.
Legendary Mr. Henry's. I'll be there, so come out and check me out.
All right, we're going to work on that.
Yeah, please do.
Anything else happening?
What else is
Just
happening?
life. How are you doing? Life. What's going on? Things good?
Life is amazing. I have no ailments or no complaints, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'm real good.
Well, you look good. You look good.
Amen.
I love the beard. What's going on with you your day?
Closing out the semester. I have 3 weeks to go, so I'm banging out deadlines. Yes, God.
A collegiate?
Huh?
You're a collegiate? That's right.
Yes, I am. And it'll be announced officially next week. I am the president for Student Government Community College.
Ooh.
Yay, at UDC, University District of Columbia. So I'm super excited about next year.
Well,
And
that means we-
Did you sweep the whole category?
Yeah, because I was no one ran against me.
Unopposed. That's the only way to win an election.
Yeah,
the
this
best
is
way.
beautiful.
It's a guarantee.
They didn't even come for me.
Look, you and Mariel Bowser are going to run unopposed, so that's a good
It's
thing.
okay.
Well, I nothing's too much is happening with me. I did tell you I went to see Incognito the other night, and I'm so inspired. The music just filled me up. It was so nice to see a musical group, a band with real instruments on the stage, like a rhythm section and horns and bass and singing live, not to a track.
That's the stuff
And,
I love.
and Mesa was amazing.
Right.
She was
Always
truly
amazing.
Well, you know, I saw her in
And it
Delaware.
was sold out.
I saw her in Delaware last year in the Jazz Festival, and Incognito is coming with her this year in October.
To where? We're there.
Delaware, the Delaware Jazz Festival. At
You know I'm
Rehoboth
from
Beach.
Delaware.
Rehoboth Beach is fabulous. You should come. It's going to be on the Friday. I don't know exactly.
We are going.
So-
If
that's
Blue,
what-
if Bluey
that's-
from Incognito is going to be there, I'm there.
The whole group is going to be there.
Well, first, I want to say I work with Mesa. Mesa is absolutely a sweetheart
And
to
she
work
looked
with.
great, too.
She is absolutely everything. But since you brought up Jazz Fest, which I know this is not on the topic, but I just want to let Anita Baker know that
Is she
I'm
coming for
really
Jazz
bothered.
Fest?
Yes, she is here for Jazz Fest, and all those
That
tickets
means I have to go.
are almost sold out. The general tickets are running about $99. Yes.
Okay.
But that
And-
means you got to sit through all those other acts.
yeah, it's a lot. And Anita, if you're watching, I just need for you to
And she
understand
is.
that I am bothered because you didn't give us an official date, that you threw in the Capitol Jazz Fest as the DC date. She doesn't have a date.
no.
Yes. So I am bothered.
So she's a part of a bigger thing.
Yeah, it's a long list of people
you know,
at the pavilion.
She's right. Yeah, that's
On her particular
that's
day.
that's a full weekend. It's a great event.
But the Capitol
you
Jazz
gotta-
Fest is going to turn this year, baby. When I tell you that lineup is nasty and the
It
tickets
is,
are
but-
sold out for a whole bunch of the good stuff.
Well, you know, Anita's going to
Yes. Yes.
We-
Lettucey's going to be here. Brandy's going to be here.
Okay, we'll keep it moving.
It's a plethora.
Well,
Jazz
a
Fest
plethora.
is turning it this
I like
year.
that word plethora.
Oh, well, then maybe we just need to go and do that and then just sit in when Anita's going to be there. But if everyone's going to be there, we should go.
Well, but they're on different stages.
Right.
So and they're hosted by
and a lot of it
different
happens
hosts.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, a lot of them. Some of them are happening
Yeah.
simultaneously. Again, I am Anita Baker. I am a diehard fan, and I've never
We love
seen you
Anita.
live.
Oh, Anita's great.
And
I've seen her live.
the
She's
last time
great.
that she was in DC, those tickets sold. She was at Wolf Trap or somewhere.
I saw her at Wolf Trap,
and those
she was
tickets
wonderful.
sold in 30 minutes. When I
This
tell
is
you,
her retirement tour, right?
this is her farewell tour, and she didn't give us official date in DC. I'm bothered.
Well, you know, she's
Anita,
in Atlanta
I need a
in May.
date.
She's in Atlanta in May, and a lot of the DC kids are going down.
I'm gonna
for
have
that.
to. I'm gonna have
Anyway,
to find a
okay,
way.
so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
So anyway.
So we got some news to discuss. So we got a couple items. I might as well get to them first. First on the list is being black while sitting in Starbucks. What do y'all think about this Starbucks incident?
Is this systematic of Starbucks, or is this an American cultural
Well, this
thing?
is just implicit bias across the board.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But Starbucks, this is not new.
Right.
Starbucks blocked Ethiopia, for their trade licenses. Look it up. And so Ethiopia did not benefit from their coffee trade like other countries did.
Oh, wow.
This is
I
not the
didn't know
first
that.
thing, and Americans largely ignored that fact. Look it up, yeah.
Because we didn't know.
I'm gonna tell you. I looked at last night. I was watching CNN, and when I tell you that Don Lemon is really working on gaining his black card back, baby. When I tell you,
He's got a long way to go.
baby, when I tell you that he had worked, the CEO of Starbucks actually came on the show last night.
I heard he was crying. No,
They-
no, you mean no? I thought Anderson
he cry?
Cooper. He was crying on
No,
Anderson Cooper show, I
no.
thought.
But Don Lemon had him on there too, and he was crying there too.
Okay.
Don,
I'm sure he's upset.
All right, but let's keep it
Baby.
moving. Let's keep it moving.
But long story short, Don Lemon had asked he was like, I am like shocked that this happened, blah 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 blah. And Don Lemon looked at him with stone face and said, "Well, half of America's not."
I wasn't.
I said, "Yes, you get your black card. You are on your list
But
to get your
funny
black card
thing,
back."
I just saw online where some gentleman had a similar incident at LA Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
It was a similar thing. They were members and they were challenging their membership and everything, and they called the cops, and the cops really didn't do much about it, and then those 3 employees ended up being fired. So,
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's really just an
Well, what I'm
implicit
bothered
bias
by
thing.
is that they didn't fire the employee.
Oh,
They're
they
not-
did. They
no,
did.
no.
I
They
thought
said
they-
that, no. In
Oh, they
in
moved
the
her?
article, they moved them to another location. Is what they did.
Okay. Wow.
And they're supposedly going to give them this training. By the way, did you hear the
What
training?
kind of training?
The training they're supposed to be sending them to D.C. to come to the African American Museum.
Is that the training?
I
Is that black
chuckled.
training?
That's part of the training.
Is that part of?
That's part.
A lot of people do that for their training.
According to an article on root.com that I read, one part of the training is they're sending them to the Holocaust Museum and the African American Museum in Washington
become
D.C.
sensitive
so they
to
can become
oppression.
sensitive to the needs
Well, let's
of the
keep it
people.
moving. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so we're gonna keep our eyes on that item. What's the next item? I got to put my glasses on. So yes. There was a gentleman, Dr. Timothy Cunningham, was an epidemiologist, PhD epidemiologist from Atlanta, and he went missing for I think early February.
Yeah.
And they found him I think about a week ago.
Yeah, I
They
didn't
found
know that.
his body.
He was in the river.
Yes, and I swear I've met that guy.
So-
somewhere
Felt like I
at
met
an
him
AIDS
before,
conference
too.
or
So
something.
so I had read an article on this gentleman because the situation was quite peculiar.
Very peculiar.
According to the article, I think he was going for a raise. He was trying to get a raise or something, and he got turned down from it.
Right.
And
right.
then, so when they went to go look for him, they went to his house. His keys were still there in
His
the
dog
house.
was still there.
His
right.
dog was there. His wallet was there. All of that stuff was there. The car was there, and he just was missing. And so the way that they had structured the article, they painted it like they think that he may have possibly committed suicide. So is that
That's
the
one
conclusion
thing,
that they've come up
but
with?
they said that they don't suspect any foul play.
No.
Okay.
But then there's a conspiracy theory out because they said he was a whistleblower.
Right.
on
Right,
the,
right,
The,
right.
The issues going on with the flu vaccine.
Well, that's not the
Who
first
knows
time.
what's true?
But that's not the first time that you've heard about whistleblowers being found in rivers, because that was happening with
Right.
a whole bunch of, I think, justices down in the South. They were they were ratting people out, and then next thing you know, they came up missing.
Well,
And they were found in water.
Well,
so this is not the first time.
We don't put anything past anyone. And so, and also, and if you're watching us, please feel free to like and share.
Yes.
Please do. Like and share. Does that say that
Yes.
right?
Like and share.
Like and
Okay,
share.
okay.
Shout out to Tamisha Iman.
Hey,
She's
Tamisha.
a writer for
Tamisha.
Swerv.
Tamisha is my favorite.
Hey,
One of my very
Tamisha.
favorites.
I see Aaron Kelly there and Albert.
Aaron
And Will
Kelly,
Steen.
Julian
Yes.
Jackson, designer extraordinaire. If you are in the Richmond, Norfolk area, please look for him.
Don't we love Julian?
Julian Jackson has made many fabulous garments for me.
Julian Jackson.
is
still
the
We got to
deal.
do something with him.
We did a slight brief something, but I want to do a full
We got to
something
do
on
something
him.
more.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Yes.
have him up.
Let's keep it moving. So, Stormy Daniels, I
Speaking
tell
of
you,
whistleblowers.
Stormy Daniels,
She blows whistles.
we've been talking about this every week, haven't we?
oh.
And I tell y'all,
Don't know why.
it's getting. I tell you, she will be the end of this presidency.
Can I tell you that I think? Can I tell y'all what I think is funny?
What's funny?
What I think is absolutely funny is that this man has done everything under the sun, but it took him. Excuse my expression, but it took a piece of punani to break it all the way down.
All
the way down.
Professional punani.
Professional punani.
Professional
Yes.
punani.
You put a title. You put some
That's
respect on
porn
it.
trap, baby.
and her attorney and her are shrewd because they're working this media
Well, they work in the media because
and working the investigation.
because her best weapon is the fact that she's so smart,
Right.
And because they keep trying to paint her out,
and they
this
can't throw
porn
mud
star,
on
this
her
porn-
because she's a professional
and she's a porn
adult star.
Look, I put it out there. It's all
It's
the way
already-
out
that's
there.
right,
You done
right.
seen everything, but you didn't know that I'm this smart and I can speak well.
What was more sickening is that they have
We gotta keep
gone
it
through
moving.
the lawyer, and New York is not even federal. It's New York who has shut it all the way down, and it was like, in fact, we're gonna come and seize everything just in case you might delete some
yeah.
stuff. And so the president, 45, Agent Orange, is quite nervous at this
Well, of
moment.
course
You better
he's quite
believe
nervous.
it
Well,
because
you know-
this guy's gonna turn.
Hey, Mom.
Well,
It's gonna turn.
some people say allegedly that house fire in the Trump Towers was people burning.
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
Yo,
When did that happen?
That happened last week.
last week, and then right
Shut
after,
up!
and then right after,
No!
then right
You know?
after that, Cohen's office got knocked in. They was giving you ain't gonna ruin no more.
Right.
Shut up!
That's right. There was a major fire.
No, I didn't know that. Oh,
Burning the
shut
records.
up.
Okay, we got to keep
Okay.
it moving. One other item, of course, that I'm not going to stop talking about until Election Day is Stacey Abrams, who is running for governor
Yes.
of Georgia.
Come on now, y'all, Atlanta.
Please, I sent her a couple bucks last week. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
send her
send
some
her a
more.
dollar, too.
because
Tamisha, this is in
sister
your
will be-
area, boo.
Come on, Tamisha.
Tamisha, please tell us
Tamisha,
that you
tell-
are working with the Stacey Abrams campaign
And
for governor.
tell your people on your show, because if you see Tamisha Iman, she has an amazing show.
A fabulous show. I
A
watch it
fabulous
all-
show.
Yeah, fabulous.
It's absolutely amazing.
Tamisha, we're calling you out. Did you
please
respond?
follow her. Please, Tamisha, get your followers to follow this
Because
lady
this
and
woman will
vote.
be the first, if I'm not mistaken, she'll be the first black female governor
Governor
ever in
Ever
history
in
of
history.
this country.
In history. We have to keep making history.
And we are going to flip Georgia. Okay, all right. And election day is May 22nd. So
Everybody
please
who go to
register and
Bulldogs,
vote.
we need you to vote.
All right, people. All right, where are we on time? We good on time?
We
Yes,
good on
are.
time.
All right, let's talk about what's hot. Some fun stuff. Okay.
Let me get my glasses
I'm
on.
gonna throw one thing in the mixture right now before we get to this other stuff.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther himself, is going to be giving the commencement address at the Mecca of Black Education, Howard
How are
University.
you?
How are you?
Go ahead. Go
Hey,
ahead.
man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go gloat.
Gloat.
Gloat. Go ahead.
Am I
Gloat.
gloating? I
'Cause
gloat.
no,
But you predicted this a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I figured he would be the first person to come for homecoming, but we need him to come now to heal this campus.
Yeah.
So that's why I know you're gloated, because we've been having this debate.
we don't have a
It's not
debate.
really a debate.
The Mecca and UDC.
Oh shit! See what I mean? No, see that's what I mean. The elitists.
I value all HBCUs.
Is UDC a HBCU?
UDC is an HBCU.
I didn't know it was.
founded by an African American woman. Please go look it up.
Oh, I'm
And
okay with it.
And you're student body
Yes,
president. right.
and I am going. I am.
You're gonna change
I
things.
will. I'm not been sworn in yet, but I will be.
We're coming up for all that. We're gonna have some
student
fun on this
government
campus.
president for the Community College of UDC, and yes, it is.
So anyway,
a historically
Is
black
Prince George's
university.
Community College?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Bowie State is though.
that's a community college.
But
but
UDC was too.
It has a community college component to it.
Right.
Talking about UDC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We're an extension of University.
It
District of
became a
Columbia.
university what?
In 18.
18.
Oh, no, it became UDC.
It became a university in when?
in 82.
In the 80s.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
But anyway, it's got great
Washington
shit.
Technical
But anyway, so I just want to throw that out there because I think Chadwick's presence will offer the campus some time to heal, and I think this will help remove take care or alleviate some of the protest that was probably going to happen at the university. But this is going to be a major event. Anyway,
Oh, and Alley Cat, get us an invitation. We want to meet
we might as
him.
well come on up there.
You know, we
And
want
if
to
you're,
meet him.
Yeah.
if
We
you're
wanna meet
watching, like and share.
Like and share.
Okay,
Shout out.
Beyonce at Coachella.
Ooh.
Now, I didn't see it. I saw parts of it, but the parts I saw, she turned it.
Okay.
Who
So
wants to talk about it?
Come on.
Yes, I
well,
have
y'all day is
got-
taking the
Did you
floor.
see it? Did
I
you see
have
it?
got to talk. Baby, can I tell you? So anybody who knows me, they know that I am not. Let me repeat. I am not a beehiver.
You're not a beehive.
We like her. I
all.
respect
That's
her.
okay.
She's a great
I
artist.
think she is the hardest working woman.
Oh, man, she works hard.
in entertainment.
Yes, she does.
And I respect her, but I'm not a beehiver. Baby, when I tell you that I logged on around about 2:15, 2:20.
It was on.
Did they show it live?
It was a live stream on
Oh,
YouTube.
no, I
I
didn't
missed
see
it.
that.
Why didn't you
How
tell
I
us?
found out was shout out to Jay Bolin, who's a wardrobe stylist out of Texas. He had posted on Instagram.
Oh,
Half
wow.
of y'all wish y'all would have went to a HBCU in the South.
Oh.
Hashtag Baychella. So me, I was
Baychella.
at work
Baychella.
at the front desk, and I Googled hashtag Baychella, and up comes the YouTube live feed, and I said, "Oh, this is nice."
I didn't know it was
wow.
live.
When I tell you that it was an experience, when I tell you she took us to a HBCU homecoming, the whole entire concept was based out of a HBCU.
But I didn't realize
Well, that's
the band the band
Was it-
played the whole time. I thought it was just the opening number, but they played.
They played the whole time. Thank you, Tamisha.
So
Yeah, thank you. Oh, by the way, Will Steen said that Alpha Phi Alpha were the steppers in their routine. I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But when I tell you it was amazing, and I'm going to say
so we got to
this,
go see that. We got to go online and check that out.
I posted this on Facebook.
I just saw it in an Egyptian outfit. That's all I saw.
Well, you
No,
know, the
that
whole
was the
theme-
beginning.
But the whole theme, though, if you notice, there was a pyramid.
Yes.
Right. So
Yeah.
the band, there was the Egyptian theme. There's the HBCU theme.
She opened up with the
And
with the
she
Black
sang
National Anthem.
Lift Every Voice and
Gag
Sing.
at Coachella.
Oh, she turned that.
Oh,
up.
she.
I enjoyed
all the
it.
way up.
We got go
All the
see
way
it.
up.
We got to see it. That's
All the
gonna
way
be a
up.
Even my
DVD.
80-year-old mother enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. She said, but her boobs was popping out. She kept pushing her boobs back
But she had a
in.
sweatshirt on, didn't she?
No, at the end she.
Apparently, she kept pulling something over.
Well, you
I
know
didn't
she had
see
those
it.
babies, and she
Okay.
came through body right.
So we got to go. We got to make sure we see that. But hats off to Beyonce for that great
amazing,
performance. Okay.
amazing,
What's
amazing.
next? What's next?
I
What's
want to
next?
say this before we leave. I want to put this on record, and there are going to be some old school folk
All
who
right,
probably
keep it
going to
moving.
challenge me on this. I will say that this performance will probably go down as one of Beyonce's most iconic performances, and I'm going to say that it's going to be her version of Diana Ross's Central Park performance.
Okay.
It's going to be that
We can take
iconic
that.
for Beyonce.
Without the
and
rain.
yes, I said it, and get you some.
Without the rain.
Well, I
okay.
got some. I'm not going to argue with you about that.
All right.
My
so
mama said UDC became a university
I'm
in
not gonna-
1981. Thank
That's
you.
what, I was
80s.
1 year off.
Yes,
we were
mother.
close. All right. Next item. The Mr. Soul trailer for that documentary. Do we have that, Jacob? We do. Let's show that, and I'll tell you more about that.
We know that soul will be included in the television history of this decade when things go down. But because I hadn't seen enough images of myself, I watched. Should some unaware group of people take soul off, I won't see black people creating, searching, and acting instead of reacting.
That program was so beyond its time that it was in time.
And the moment that went on that television, it went boom, we're back.
I just had images of blacks all around the country saying, yes, yes, tell them yes.
Black voices speaking to the problems of our time.
This is serious business. Our lives were at stake.
There exists, as far as I know, no TV program that deals with my culture so completely, so freely, and so beautifully. There is no alternative to soul.
Wow.
All right. Hats off. I don't know if you folks are old enough to remember the soul program. It used to come on PBS. It was like the only black thing on before
Right.
Soul Train. Right.
How about
And everybody was on that show.
I'm
how
old enough
about
to
I'm
remember it.
sitting here in awe because by the way, I'm 39 years old. I have never.
Was that a dig? Excuse me?
Well, we're not 39, but when I tell you everybody was on that show. Everyone. I mean, it made Ashford and Simpson. It
Right,
made
it
Patty.
did.
It made Earth, Wind and Fire.
Baby, I
remember
saw
the
James.
show.
They showed the clip. I saw
James
James
Baldwin,
Baldwin,
Amir
Maya Angelou, baby, Sidney Poitier.
And they,
Sidney
I ain't
Poitier.
never
and
heard
they
this.
fought to keep it on because before
On PBS.
on PBS was the only
Right.
thing on there. And what's interesting is that gentleman, Mr. I can't pronounce his name, L.S. Hayslip.
That's
he
it.
He was openly gay.
Yes.
He was openly gay.
Oh, the host.
Yeah, the host was openly gay.
Shut
right.
up.
And I spoke with his niece years ago. I spoke with her probably about 3 years ago because we did we included it. We did a small feature on it in Swerv about 2 years ago when we did the music issue. With
Yeah, I
Beast
remember
Made and
that.
Toshi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
he was
Tom-
in, he was in
Tona's
there.
on the cover.
Right.
Right.
And Toshi was on the
right,
cover, right.
Right. We did a small profile on it, and she was having trouble getting the money to complete it.
Wow.
So it debuts, where it premieres, I think April 22nd in New York at the Tribeca Film Festival. So I'm hoping it's going to come here. I would love to do something with it as it tours the
22nd,
country.
that's in a couple of days.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
There's a
yeah.
lot going on the 22nd. But anyway, I wanted our folks to make sure they see that.
It's
If you're
really
in New York,
important.
go see it. Go check out the website. That series was truly amazing.
It was great.
And we want to pay homage to him. What's so funny? What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. I'm laughing
Everybody
at
thought that
Eric
was a-
Kelly, and I'm laughing at Will Steed, who put 39 question mark.
They
know.
thought that
What is
39 thing
39?
was a dig, too.
All right. Let's keep it moving, folks. So we got another trailer of something. Whenever you get ready, Jacob, there is a new series on Pose about the ballroom community. So do we have that trailer? We do? Let's run that.
You know, I love it.
I am encouraged to be all the things that the outside world would think of as freak.
For so much of my life, I've just felt like I couldn't truly be myself.
I didn't know if I was gonna be accepted in the regular world, so I decided to go somewhere where I felt like I fit in.
It's the T. You gotta have your foot like this, horizontal. You
Oh,
see?
Lord, look at her.
Look.
Okay,
what
so I
is
guess-
this? No.
There's so much you could say about the ballroom scene, but simply, it's just a way of life.
The ballroom is about us. We took dance from mainstream and posing in magazines and created Vogue.
It's a place you can live out a fantasy that you never lived before.
At the core of it, it's community.
It's about being alone and then finding people that are just like you. I'm able to be true to myself in a space where that's celebrated. That makes me feel beautiful.
Give him some music and pose!
It's about determination. You have to step out onto that runway like you own everything.
This is something that you've never seen before.
You walk in there and you're gonna see a party.
We're here to dominate.
All right.
All right.
Pose. I think that airs. It debuts June 3rd.
Right.
So,
And you just said Ryan Murphy is doing this.
yes,
Ryan
Ryan
Murphy
Murphy.
has something
Yes,
to do
yes,
with
Right.
it,
yes.
yes.
Billy Porter's in it, and our very own Dominique Tara
Lord.
Jackson
Oh,
Yes.
Tyra
is starring
Lord,
in this. She looked
wow.
fabulous.
She
in that hat.
did.
Yes.
She did.
So this has some potential, but it's got
Yes.
some a little controversy with it, just a
Why?
little bit.
Please tell us.
So the controversy, I've been following some of the postings about it, is that the main characters are not. It's not about the ballroom characters. They're like a backdrop for these Wall Street folks who then come into the ballroom community.
Oh,
and
so
so
it's-
folks are like, so
So it's going to be like a new Paris is Burning. Because you know, it was a lot of controversy behind
Yeah,
that.
well, the Paris is Burning was because they exploited the kids.
They did exploit
But
the
this
kids.
is because you're not necessarily exploiting the kids. You're not telling the stories of the ballroom kids.
You're telling
they're like a backdrop.
They're like, yeah,
right.
they're the
So we
prop.
don't know. I'm going to hold judgment.
But they're in the front of the trailer.
Right, they're in that trailer, right. So I'm gonna hold judgment until I see it.
Yeah.
So, but it looks like it could be interesting. And you know, so Billy Porter's in it. A lot of people in it. But it supposedly has the largest transgender cast of any network program.
By the way, Billy Porter, I love you. I'm
love
a huge
Billy
fan.
Porter.
Hey, Billy Porter.
Everybody who knows me knows that I'm a diehard Billy Porter fan. And if you don't know who Billy Porter is, please go find him. In fact, look up the CD.
You won a Tony for
on
Kinky Boots.
On the corner of Broadway and Soul. That album is everything.
It really is.
Okay. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted to give him a plug,
So
'cause
hats
I love
off to that. Okay, so let's keep it moving. One other item I did want to mention, and I keep reposting it, the LGBT survey. If you go to our site, I've posted it a couple times today. It closes on April 30th. And I want to encourage our people to fill it out because we never have the right numbers. We never have representation from our voices on it. And so we keep pushing it out. Please go ahead and fill out the survey. It only takes you about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. But we need to make sure that our voices are heard so that we have marketing data to go out and try and secure sponsorship and advertising
right.
for all of the events that happen around the country. So
Yes.
please do that. Okay.
Jasmine
Shout
Blue,
out
that
to-
includes you.
Shout out to Yazra, who
there's
just
L
came
Train.
on. L Train, thank you for L Train is one of our,
Hey, Jasmine Blue.
our other co-hosts who comes in every
Yes,
now
he
and then.
is.
So we would just say, hey, L Train and Yazra St. James.
Hi,
Yes,
Yazra.
sir.
Ooh.
I haven't
Purple
seen
St.
Yazra
James.
in a
I
long
need a
time.
video from
Yeah.
Yazra.
Yazra,
Yeah.
we're gonna need to feature you.
We need
one
a
week,
feature,
so we're gonna
Yazra.
need a video
Right.
up from you, boo.
Or just come on, sit and talk with
Yeah,
us, and
come
we'll just
talk
spend a
with
whole
us.
day talking about
Yes,
you.
we're gonna have you on as a guest. By the way, if you are watching, please share and like.
Share and like.
Share and like.
Share and like. Yes.
and like.
Share and like.
All right.
Yes,
So I want to
yes.
go to our musical spotlight.
This is my favorite thing.
We have an individual. Mark Angel's been in our community for the longest. He's been performing and paying his dues. Hey, Mark, I hope you're watching.
Mark. Mark
so
is
we
a
want to
sweet
show.
guy.
Yes, he is.
Him,
It's a new
when I was at
video.
Capitol Pride.
It's
Hi,
a new
Gemini.
video called Maybe. And it's a little different spin because we're used to seeing him bounce up and dance like Janet
Right.
Jackson.
Yeah.
He's giving
Yeah,
us,
he does a little-
He's giving
a
us a
little
little
move.
love song now. So let's hit it, Jacob.
Come on, Jacob.
All right.
All right.
Congratulations, Mark. That was cute. That's a nice tune.
Yeah.
All right. And I told you that's a switch for him because he's usually jumping up and down and giving you Janet Jackson. So congratulations. And I know the album.
Janet still.
Definitely Janet.
Yeah.
The album comes out, I think, in June. So we'll look for that.
L
Mark.
Train, you're the fool. I just want to say that.
I'm being real sweet. Yes.
Anyway, we got to.
Holy.
Our guest is joining us. We got to keep it moving, folks. We're running the show on time.
Okay.
So we have a special guest with us, Dr. Kahan Sablo. Correct?
Sablo.
Right. He's the Adodi DC facilitator or DC National or Adodi National facilitator. Okay,
yes.
okay. And so he's going to tell us all about Adodi. It's a great organization around the country with local chapters. So tell us about Adodi and your upcoming retreat as well.
Oh, wonderful. We have a retreat coming up that I'll talk with you about. First of all, thank you for the honor to be here this evening. Adodi was founded in 1986 by our late brother Clifford Rawlins. And it was founded in response to the ravages of the AIDS, HIV epidemic. As that was unfolding, there was a need for affirmation and spiritual space for men, same-gender loving men of color. They were not feeling included in the outreach that was going on at the time. So Adodi was one of several responses to making sure that our black SGO men were feeling included in some of the work that was being done. Adodi is not limited to HIV-positive brothers. It is inclusive of and loving of them, but is an organization that truly is affirming and outstretched to all black SGO men. Adodi, the word itself, is a Yoruba word. It's singular. Ado is translated to mean a man who loves another man.
Oh, I never knew that.
Affirming term for us as black SGO men. The Adodi of the tribe were considered to have both male and female ways of being, and therefore they were revered as a shaman, the sages, the elders and leaders of the tribe. So that's the history that starts us out as Adodi and why we proudly stand with who we are as black SGO men.
All right. Wow. So what is the objective of the organization? I know there's a lot of support, a lot of male bonding that goes on.
Absolutely.
And it's like an extended family.
It truly is an extended family, just like you said. Adodi is a brotherhood. It is founded on 6 principles. Those principles are spiritually guided. We acknowledge that divine energy that connects us all. Honesty, openness, and clarity when we communicate with each other, that we are to remain sensitive to each other's feelings. Carefronting when there are issues, that we would come to each other in a position and a place of love in all that we do. That resolution, that every time that we would engage in a topic, that we'd see it out to its fullness. And then what we call the 5 A's: acknowledge, appreciate, affirm, accept, and ashe. And those really solidify us as a brotherhood, how we are here to affirm and support each other in great ways. So those are the 6 principles that really govern the actions of Adodi and of Adodi men.
And how large is the organization?
Oh my, we have hundreds of members. We're probably about 600 strong. Chapters in the cities of Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, New York, and as we mentioned here in D.C., and in a conglomeration of brothers who make up the southern region. Each of those cities can host their own retreat. In the winter, we have a retreat held in the south. This weekend coming up, we have our retreat in Detroit that we'll be having. Our summer retreat will be held this summer in July at Capon State Park in West Virginia. So we're excited about going to that. Actually, this year we're venturing out in some new territory for a fall retreat in the island of Jamaica.
I think I did see something about that because we're running a profile of Adodi in the May-June issue that Dr. Sablo wrote for us. So I think it was a great piece. Can't wait for that to show up. And guys, have any questions?
I just have a comment. So I have, when Jamil told me you were coming, I was super excited because I've known about Adodi for a long time. When I worked at Us Helping Us, we talked about a lot of the principles because Adodi and Us Helping Us have a history.
And for those of you who don't know, Us Helping Us is an aid service organization in the Washington D.C. area.
And so I've always wanted to go, And I'm planning to go. I'm planning to go to an Adoti retreat, and also Jerome Bragg's actually facilitated at one of the recent retreats within a couple of months ago, and I follow him. He used to work at Us Open Us also. So I have heard nothing but amazing and wonderful things about Adoti and about the connections that are made. And the brotherhood that's built out of it. And so it's something that I really want to experience. So I plan on going to an Adoti retreat.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear that. And I think, as you said, it really is a brotherhood. This past year, I was dealing with a cancer.
Speaking of, I want to make sure we hear you.
This past year, I was dealing with a cancer diagnosis. Those, as I was going through that process, my Adoti brothers were right there for me. They were calling, they were checking upon me. So it's not just the love that you experience during a retreat. It is truly a brotherhood where they're going to call and they're going to check on you. They're going to want to know how's everything going. And thank God I've gotten beyond that cancer situation. But I did that with the support of my brothers. Wow. I could not have asked for they were like my family, reaching out in their care and concern for me. And that's just how we operate in Adoti. We are truly concerned and committed to each other.
Well, I'm touched. You were talking and I got full. Just listening to you describe. I really did, because I believe that we as individuals, especially as we get older, we need to nurture each other.
Yes,
and we need to nurture young people, and it sounds like it's a very nurturing organization. So I want to know how one becomes a part of it. Where do we go to find more information first? And second, but I have to ask. You said you were going to Jamaica. I want to know.
That's a good question. I hear this question. Go ahead.
Well, we know that Jamaica has had some human rights issues concerning gay men of color. And so, was there a reason? Was there some thought about that when you decided to go to Jamaica? Or is that's the reason why you're going to be faced? What's behind that decision?
And this will be in October. Will be our first year that we're branching out to Jamaica. But for some of the very same reasons that you have mentioned, the people of Jamaica may never ever get to know, may never be able to come to the U.S. to experience the love of Adoti. So it's time we push the envelope a little bit and stretch out and reach out to our brothers in Adoti and let them know that they are loved, that the love of Adoti can be experienced by them as well. The coordinator of that particular retreat is from Jamaica. He's taken the appropriate security precautions that we would need to take no matter where we go. We've had retreats in Atlanta where there are certain parts of any major city where you should really be concerned about your safety. So Jamaica is not necessarily different in that realm.
But it is a little different.
In that, the not different in that you should always be aware of your surroundings and take the appropriate precautions where you're going. So we're happy that we're pushing the envelope. We're happy that we're stretching the love of Adoti out to international territories, and we look forward to connecting with the individuals of that island and sharing our love with them.
Well, Ashe.
Ashe, that's right. Now, I was curious to hear what's some of the impact. You gave your personal testimony about how the organization has impacted you, but is there any overarching impact of that the body has seen? Like, has it improved the health and wellness of these individuals? Has it created a sense of community that allows, people to prosper and maybe even make them more safe and prosperous in certain areas of the country?
I would suggest that Adoti we talk about health and wellness. Our mental health is a very significant portion of that. We will have individuals come to our retreats who are very much in the closet. They're not out to family, they're in friends, they're not out at work. But after the empowerment and the love that they felt, we have many people now go, but myself included. I would say that I was in that space myself, not really sure who's it safe to be out with or not. After attending Adoti retreats, that sense of empowerment that individuals can go home with, for many of them, and one of the great things about Adoti is that it is spiritual without being religious.
Gotcha.
For many people, the black church is one of the biggest sources of pain
that's
that
two
we
shows.
can
We got to
experience.
do 2 shows on that.
3.
And we've done a religious spiritual issue, not a religious spiritual issue.
So being able to embrace Adoti as a spiritual platform, but not necessarily a religious platform, has been healing for many, many brothers as they go back to their communities with this different lens about who they are and the affirmed way that they're now able to live their life with as they go through the initiation process, as they attend the powerful workshops that we offer there to talk about loving yourself in the fullness of who you are. And that's really what we practice at Adoti. So individuals are able to go there and do that. So I think as far as healing, holistic health, including your mental health, I think that's what many people take away from it.
I have a question. You said that after going through the initiation process, what is the initiation process?
The initiation process would be the initiation process really talks about getting to know you, those who are coming into that initiation class with you, and then activities that really dig deep into who you are and getting you to embrace the community of the brotherhood with some activities that help talk about self-reflection, self-esteem, and other activities like that. Can't give you all the stuff because you have to come to Adoti to find out.
But you got to do some work. You got to do some work.
Yes,
but
yes.
this, I mean, okay, so you said that. So you said that once you come in and your initiation, you come in and you're in the group along with the other people who are starting. So when you first come, are you put with all of the first timers or the new people, and then the people who have already been are slightly separate?
You got to pledge.
And then you have activities that cross over.
When you come in, you are family.
Okay.
And we are very clear about that. We embrace, we call it the Adoti Fierce Embrace. We just like to hug and love on each other. Those, the Wundia, those who are seeking membership into Adoti,
Okay.
are then...
Probates.
I like to be hugged.
I like to be
if
wounded.
you love to be hugged, Adoti is the spot
I like
for you.
to be wounded.
You will get
You need to join, y'all.
You will get 15 to 20 hugs just by walking from your
Where do I
cabin
sign
to the
up?
dining room. Just come on.
Can you pledge both fall and spring semesters?
Adoti.org. So we immediately embrace you, but then the Wundia, those who are seeking membership in, will have certain times where they meet with the Sentu, the facilitators, to do some individual work, and one of the culminating events during the summer retreat is actually the welcome them in as full members of Adoti.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you're in with us throughout the whole thing. And then
And you do this massive hug, this sort of empowering hug.
This
I've heard
fierce
about.
embrace
Fierce
is going
embrace.
on.
It's a fierce embrace.
Fierce embrace. It's going on.
I had a
throughout
fierce
the
embrace. Oh,
entire
never mind.
Tony, we sounded out.
I was about to talk about my last
that
fierce
kind of
embrace.
embrace.
I'm sorry. Never mind.
This is a spiritual brotherhood.
It's
cost
a
me a few
spiritual
dollars, but
situation.
A few dollars
Folks still
cost me a
grown.
few dollars, but I was all right.
by the hour. That's a whole other story, y'all. We're gonna keep it clean. So this is very timely because what I hear from especially a lot of young black gay men, that they don't have a sense of community. There's no really no support groups. Like when I was coming up, we had extended family, because everyone wasn't out, but we had built a community, just like they do in the ballroom community. Marginalized people build community with each other, and so. What's been the multi-generational outreach?
Absolutely, and I think community is probably our key work. We have brothers ranging from their 20s, and I think our oldest brother's in his late 80s.
Oh, wow.
So that diversity of age is clearly present within our organization. Absolutely, as well as that youthfulness of some of our younger brothers, as well as the youthfulness of some of our older brothers as well. So that cross-generational interaction in and of itself is very powerful for us.
Right. All right, so tell us about the retreat. What happens at the retreat?
Absolutely. Several retreats, but the one that is our largest retreat will occur July 17th through July 22nd. There'll be a pre-glow where people get together. We'll be hosting that locally, and then an afterglow after the retreat for folks who just want to hang around a little bit
The
longer.
Party a
afterglow.
little bit.
The afterglow.
Tony,
Yes.
they got an afterglow.
Child, I had afterglow after that
proud of
fierce
our
hug this morning. I'm
During
sorry.
the retreat.
And anyone can attend? Or
Absolutely.
So what if you you want to learn more about the organization? You're not necessarily ready to become a member, but you want to see what this is about.
When you show up to the retreat, you will be embraced in such a way that I would find it difficult for a person to not say that they would want to be connected after they spent several days with us.
Okay.
Throughout that course of the week that we're up in the mountains during the retreat, you'll be participating in some very, very insightful workshops. Every day starts with an affirmation where there's an hour or so where some brother has planned an affirmation exercise. It usually involves called Movement and Empowerment. So in addition to the workshops, there's also a talent sharing that goes on throughout the course of the week, as well as fun things that you do with horseback riding last year, swimming and things like that.
I like that.
Tony, we're going to sign up.
I run a gospel choir there while we're there.
Is there any nudity
is
involved?
online. Racine, I know you're going too.
Is this clothing optional? That's what he wants to know. It's not that kind of party, Tony.
I'm kidding.
I'm going to keep mine on.
Any married couples come out of the
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
You can sign up to attend as a
Sign
married
me
couple.
up. Sign me up.
As well,
I'm single and I want to go meet someone nice,
as well
smart,
as we've
sane.
had people meet at the retreats and then partner up for long-term relations. So Adodi has
What about short-term in the mountain relationships? Any of that going on?
That is not why we went.
No, it's not that kind of fun, Tony.
That is not why we went to the mountain.
And I know these 25 people on this train want to know too.
That's the ski trip. That's
If you want to know, drop a heart.
Dr. Sabo, can you please
That's
drop?
the ski trip where you meet Friday and you separate Sunday. That's the ski trip.
Can you please give? We have two people on here who've already said that they're interested.
I want to go.
Can you please
What are the dates?
give
I wanna
us?
go too.
Give
How
us-
do you get more?
How do they find
We got
out?
5 minutes. So how do you get more information?
You can sign up through the Adodi National website, adodi.org, and in there's registration for the summer 2018
I'm posting
retreat.
it.
So if you follow through with that, we'll be happy to have you. Just so you know, if you're interested in going, the early bird registration ends May 1st. So you want to sign up before that so that you have a financial break. In your registration.
It's ADODI.org.
Adodi.org. And we'll give you some more about the organization and how you could sign up to attend the retreat. And there's also links to some of the city chapters.
Okay. All right. This
Wow,
sounds great.
this sounds amazing.
It is. It's really like a national thing. So that's why it's quite.
Why is it not bigger? I mean, we ought to make this bigger. This
Yes,
should be all
it
of us
really-
should be
Yes.
participating.
Yes.
And truly, since we've been in existence over 30 years, we're one of the organizations that has withstood the test of time. Many of them have come and gone, but Adodi, very few like Adodi have been able to last through that long for various reasons. And we're proud of our legacy within the SGO community.
I think it's amazing.
It is.
That does sound amazing. I want to learn more about it. I want to give a shout out to my good friend Charles Nelson, who I know is heavily involved with Adodi. And Charles is a treasure in Chicago. So
Yes.
shout out. Hi,
And me and Tony, we signing up, right,
Oh,
Tony?
yeah, I'm definitely signing
What about
up.
me? Can I sign up?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
You get hugs all the time.
So look to learn more about that. We've done a really nice profile for our May-June issue, written by Dr. Sablo. So look forward to that. I want to thank everyone. We got just a few more minutes. Is there anything you folks want to share? Anything? What's going on with you anyway in D.C.? Tell us more about who you are.
Well, I moved to the DMV about 18 months ago.
Welcome.
Welcome. DC's been great to me. I've hooked up with the Adodi chapter here at DC as well. So that's been wonderful as I'm just going through finding my place and where it is that I fit in. But the DC area has been wonderful. I'm just now starting to get more and more involved in the community. So I'm looking for things that
What do you like to do? Let us know what you like to do.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, I love.
You like jazz? Let me know if you like
I'm
jazz.
more of a
You like
gospel
jazz?
guy. I'm a gospel.
You like
pianist.
go-go?
Do you like drags?
Do I like which?
You like drag?
Drag.
Good drag.
Good drag.
Good drag.
Good bearded drag.
Tony knows where to find the bearded drags. Anyway.
I'm an open-minded person. I go check
Well,
out
then
everything.
stop by the legendary Mr. Henry Strong J's Lipstick Review this Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Come see us.
Strong J's Lipstick Review.
Come see us.
Tony is hosting.
I'm hosting.
Are you going to be in roller skates and a poodle dress?
I gave up roller skates about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When I
You gotta see Tony's act on roller skates. It is to die for. It really
I gave
is.
up roller skates about 2 years ago.
We have a question really quickly. So Tamisha Iman, who is one of our writers,
What's
she's
Tamisha
located in Atlanta. She wants to know: are there different state charters?
Chapters. We have chapters.
Chapters to. Oh no! Are there different state charters to enlarge the organization?
So we have multiple chapters.
Oh, she said chapters. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Multiple chapters. And so far, right now we're in Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, New York, D.C., and then some brothers within the
There's
southern
not
region.
one in Atlanta.
Not one in Atlanta.
Atlanta
All the children
right
in
now
Atlanta?
I'm hoping there's some talks about Atlanta.
That's all that is in Atlanta
We're
is
trying to
children.
encourage it to happen. Right now, the South just consists of the southern region, but we are pushing to try to get some more individual chapters. And Atlanta, I got my eye on.
All right.
I believe they can
got
do
to
it.
get
That's
that.
what your most recent retreat was.
Well, Tamisha, sound like you need to charter a chapter down in Atlanta.
All right, folks, we're going to have to sign off in a minute. I want to thank Dr. Sablo for coming and joining us.
Yes,
everyone,
thank
go
you.
online to the Adoti site and check out and learn more about what's going on in your area, and also the national summer retreat. Look out for Swerv. We're coming out in our May-June issue. It's our sexy issue. So please like and share us, and go to our YouTube channel if you want to see more of this, and please subscribe. So we want to thank you, and have a good evening. Guys, got anything you want to say?
Good night.
Good night. All right.
We love you guys.
Be fabulous.
All right, and
Live
go check out
and let love.
Join Adoti.
And join Adoti, and go see Beyonce at Coachella. I got to look for that video.
And Tamisha said that she's going if you need her.
Yeah, she said. Tamisha said if you need help, she's there.
See, we made a connection.
There you
All
go.
right.
The legendary ladder connections right there. It's the you.
Thank you, folks.
All
All right,
right.
we'll see you next week.
See y'all next week.
Listen, vision. Listen, vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Oh.